Okay, and we're on. Yeah, there, everybody. This is Lou Tenora. Welcome once again to the Enhanced Sports Show. It's 4 o'clock, and it's a better day in the New York, New Jersey area. No rain. Oops. Hold on a second, guys. While I do the introductions. There we go. Now bring it in. So it's a nice good day for late October. Right here. The number to call is 512-543-4662. I'll repeat it again, 512-543-4662. And we'll be here just before 6 o'clock when Rasal McGee takes over for his fine show. And don't forget, you can also check us out on YouTube after the show. Just type in YouTube and type in the Enhanced Sports Show, and you'll see it in its entirety. All right, so we got a lot to cover. All right, now let me bring in Steve. You there, Steve? Mike? And also from DC, for the record, state your name, please. Dana. Oh, good. All right. All right, so let's begin. All right. Well, I'll say one thing. The baseball playoffs and the championship rounds have not gone the way I expected it. I mean, considering, how it got there in the first place, Philadelphia being Atlanta for the second straight year, when despite the fact that they just the Braves dominated the regular season all the way through, and the Phillies were, well, a distant second, but they got there. And it looked like they were on an easy sweep against the Arizona Diamondbacks. After all, the Phillies had the hot bats, up 2-0. I don't really think anybody gave Arizona a chance. Well, I know I did. I mean, but then again, nobody takes my word anyway. But kind of surprising now that the D-backs have now taken the last three. Well, I'm sorry, no, that's the answer. That the Diamondbacks have now fought in and now sets up for a game 5. This series is all even at 2 apiece, with game 5 being played tonight. Kind of a little bit of a shock there. That I think I didn't think that Arizona is gonna be able to get much out of it, but they have stepped up, and now it's a 2 game series. It's a best of 3 series now. So let me just fill you in on here. Last night, the Phillies did spend most of the time taking advantage of the D-backs bullpen, which is true, and they even took a 3-run lead in the 7th inning. And then the unthinkable happened. A total meltdown. Crash and burn, any way you want to call it. The Phillies, it's true though, Steve, it's true. A total meltdown. And the Phillies, Dana, yeah. Oh wait, it gets worse. The total meltdown in the 7th caused the Phillies a chance to take a 3-run lead against the D-backs. Their ace pitcher, Greg Kimbrell, gave up 3 runs in the 8th. That included a 2-run shot by Alec Thomas, who shot one in the Chase Field Center pool. I saw that. That's like, yuck. And now it sets up for a game 5 tonight. A lot of pitchers look sped up, but to me, his Phillies catcher JT Realmuto. That's what happens when you fall behind counts and let base runners get on. That's what usually happens is right. The crowd gets louder and the atmosphere starts to change. A night after striking out 13 times in a 2-1 loss, the defending champs and L champs look to have the D-backs in the corner. Not so. First up, Kyle Schwarber hit a solo home run. Then Brandon Marsh had a run-scoring double that tied the game by 2 early on. The Phillies then scored 2 on a sack, scored 2 runs. Then infield error in the 6th, then scored 1 more in the 7th by a sac fly by Trent Turner. So, with a 3-run lead, you would think, this is going to be an easy victory for the Phillies, right? Wrong. Not that easy as you thought, folks. The Phillies manager was criticized for using Orion Hergling late in Game 3, blowing a 1-0 lead. Thompson then sent him back out in Game 4 in another critical situation as he walked 2 batters, including Christian Walker, with the bases loaded. Okay, not a very smart move there either. With his team leading by 2, Thompson called on Kimbrel in the 8th instead of the 9th. Okay, bad move right there. That should never have happened either. Kimbrel, who had 23 saves in 28 games this year, struggled to control, and before giving up the game-winning hit to Ketel Marte in the 9th, and once again had trouble looking his pitches in Game 4. Gets even worse there, folks. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tied the game in the 8th led the 8th with a double. Then came the blow as Thomas Fall with the 2-run homer into the pool to tie Game 5. Then gave up a 2-run single, a 2-out single to Marte. Then hit Corbin Carroll with a pitch before Gabriel Moreno drove in the go-ahead run with a single off Jose Alvarado. Paul Sewald closed in the 9th, and that was to prove the game winner. And left the Phillies searching for answers heading into Game 5. What happened? I mean, it looked like Phillies were going to be in this, and then it's pretty hard to give up a 3-run lead. Well, this reminds me of the Yankees and Red Sox in Game 7. I mean, Phillies they're in control early in the series, and then Cardinals. I mean, the D-backs just catch up, and now their backs are against the wall, and now it's looking like Philly's in a lot of trouble here. I mean, well, tie it 2 rather. So Game 5 was tonight. So Steve, what are we looking for in Game 5? Well, what do you look for in Game 5 out of between Philly and the D-backs? Yeah. All right. Dana? Right. Yeah. All right. Yep. Mikey? Mikey? You better be. Yeah, we'll see that. Alan, your thoughts? You did. What did the what do the Phillies need to do to avoid going down 3-2 heading into tonight? Yeah, got to. Yeah, because they had the hot bats going into this series, and you know, like I said, I didn't picture DMX being competitive at all. Little do we know that when they got the case of home cooking, that kind of turned things around, much to my dismay. All right, so I'm gonna take Philly tonight in this, and they'll take the lead heading into Game Five, setting up for a possible uh, pinch and clean win tomorrow. Monday. Sorry, Monday. Excuse me. Yes, right, right. I'll give you that, but still, I mean, they were great all year, even despite the fact they were distant second to Atlanta in the division. But they have the hot bats, and it shows why they got here. Okay, now to the American League side, the Astros are one win away, heading to the World Series after a dramatic win over the Rangers last night. Yuck. Uh, Jose Altuve did the damage as he crushed a three-run shot in the top of the ninth off of Rangers reliever Jose Leclerc, and barely holding a lead heading to the bottom of the ninth. The Astros, who lost the first two games, now swept the Rangers at Houston in these last three games. Pitiful. The Astros now just need one win in the last two games of the series to head to the World Series, which will start on Friday. Now, for those of you Yankee fans out there who remember, and I'm sure Mike remembers, even though you're a Met fan, Altuve hit a home run in Game 6 against the Yankees in 2017 to win the ALCS. And I wish I did not have to remember that. Ugh, that was just awful. It appeared the Rangers would win the highly emotional game after coming back against a future Hall of Famer. The Astros took a 2-1 lead in the sixth. Ace pitcher Justin Verlander on the mound, and the Astros' best relievers fully rested. The Rangers were well positioned to win, but the lead collapsed after just three pitches. Corey Seager doubled, then Evan Carter in the eighth, and then Adolis Garcia attacked the fastball, belted a three-run homer, which proved to be the game winner in the ninth. And so Texas went from almost like a surefire win and maybe taking the lead and could have clinched the series by then, but now are in a Hall 3-2. This doesn't look good for the Rangers right now. So, Steve, what does the Texas Rangers got to do to avoid this collapse that they've been having? You think so? All right. Uh huh. All right. Yeah. Mike? Mm, yes, they are. No, they're off tonight. They're off tonight. Yeah, they're off tonight. They'll play again tomorrow. Dana, your thoughts on this series and as we head into Game 5? It's the Battle of Texas, the Rangers versus the Astros. Yes, thank goodness. Alan, what do the Rangers need to do? Uh, I was afraid you were going to say that. Mm, I mean, you had the game. I mean, you had the series well in hand until game three, and then everything just fell apart. So I'm hoping it's not going to be that way because you know how I feel about. Well, you guys know how I feel about the Astros, right? Need I say more? Right. Yes. Yeah. You know how I feel about that. They just really bug me. Ever since, like say 2016 or 2017, whatever, when the whole controversy started. And I know it was a long time ago, but some things you just don't forget, be as it may. So we'll just wait and see how it was. Game five tonight for the is tonight for the Phillies and the D-backs, and game six between the Rangers and the Astros is tomorrow. TBS will have the National League, and Fox Sports will have the American League. Fox. The the D-backs against Philly is playing tonight. That game is going to be on TBS, and the other game was on the Fox Sports Network tomorrow. Wow, they can't even get on the regular Fox channel. Oh boy, wow, they want to add their animation domination, whatever. Oh please, yeah. Can anybody say Crapopolis? No, never mind. Never mind. I'll explain it on another show. All right. So anyway, on to football now. Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson took a big step forward yesterday as he went through his first full practice in over a month. Watson missed the Browns' last two games with a rotator cuff strain on his right throwing shoulder. Nothing you want to see. Head coach Kevin Stefanski. Yeah. Yes, Gerald, of course. Okay. Head coach Kevin Stefanski said he doesn't say whether Watson would start tomorrow against the Colts, but he did say Watson, who was listed as questionable, is more looking like his old self again, as he took in first team snaps in practice yesterday. So that is a good sign. It's not going to guarantee him a start, but it looks like better than he did, say, about a week ago. And the Browns could use him. I want to see how he responds for the next 48 hours based on the workload that he got. Stefanski said, but he looked good in practice. Watson injured his shoulder during a run in the Browns' victory in Week 3 against the Titans. Well, okay, so it's not exactly perfect, but it is a good start, and that's going to help in the long run. And the Browns, that's their best player, so any help that they can get is going with it. But with his presence, that's going to make the Browns look, a lot better. I would think. So, Steve, your thoughts on Watson and his possible return? Mhm. No, he hasn't. Yeah. Well, Steve, yes. And also, as the age old question, Steve, what have you done for me lately? Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Mike? No, I'm talking about Deshaun Watson. His possible return as a starter, or at least possibly return to the game soon. Dana? Only a minute? Road. Right. Yeah. Okay. Alan? Yes. Right. I'll have to agree with that. Oh, I have one of two ridiculous items of the week here. First up, in another round of base brawl, tempers flared up on both benches as both benches cleared out in Game 5 of the ALCS between the Rangers and Astros. Moments after Rangers outfielder Adelos Garcia was hit in left arm by Astros reliever Brian Abreu. Oh boy, another Abreu. That's all we need. The hit by pitch, 99 miles per hour fastball, came 2 innings after Garcia hit the go-ahead 3-run shot with Justin Verlander. Ooh, and celebrate by walking halfway up the first baseline and slamming his bat onto the ground before rounding the bases. After getting whacked, Garcia turned away to Astros catcher Martin Milano, seemingly believing it was Milano who called for Abreu to throw at him. Garcia tried to go after Milano again after both benches emptied out. Yonder Alvarez was seen trying to calm Garcia down. Umpires ejected Garcia and Abreu from the involvement in the game, and this is incident number 1 of the week. Okay, so what do you make of this latest incident in the game of baseball, Steve? Yeah, yeah. Well, you see, the thing is that they're trying to combine something new. They're trying to combine baseball with WWE and call it a base brawl. So that's the thing right there. Mike, Mikey, yeah. Well, I'll talk about the argument with the bench clearing brawl. Yeah, I wish they could, but not that easy. Dana, toxicity. Right. Okay. Alan? Oh, yeah, you might be right. That's true. Yes. Yes. Right. You do. I mean, but this is for the shot at the World Series, and you do have to give everything you've got. Otherwise, you're not going to get there. So, you had to factor it all in. They it's been going this all year. You're just 1, 2 wins away from getting there. But some people do any kind of cheap tactic, uh, to win. And I've seen a lot of those over the years. Nothing new though. All right. I got some more football news. Hey, we got a lot of football news here this week. Thank goodness. All right. So to continue on, where should I go? Oh, all right. We'll do. Yeah, because I had some. Okay, I had some good news for you, Giant fans out there. Now listen to this, especially you, Mikey, since you're a Giant fan. There is some good news for you Giants fans out there. Quarterback Danny Dimes, or as more as Daniel Jones, had the chance to play in tomorrow's game against the Commanders. Ooh, see one. Listen to this one. As for now, he's questionable with a neck injury. Jones missed last week's loss to the Bills. He was limited. He was limited in practice this week. He did some throwing on individual drills, but has not been cleared for contact yet. Coach Brian Dabble left. I said yet. That's not definite. Coach Brian Dabble left open the possibility that could happen. We are talking to the medical professionals, and we're taking it day by day. Jones does have a chance to at least return this week. If not, then they'll stick with Tyrod Taylor, making his second consecutive start. Taylor went 24 for 36 on passing with 200 yards with no interceptions or touchdowns in his first start against the Bills last week, which a lot of controversy about that, though. I think the Giants could have won that game, with the stupid penalty call that was made against them. So that could have caused the Giants a win, and of course, the Bills would lose to the Giants again. But that was not the case. So, does seem to be some good news for you Giants fans, right, Mikey? Yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah. Uh, so, what does our Washington crew think about this, Steve? Well, the way Jones has been playing, yeah, I would imagine so because he was, sacked 11 times 2 weeks ago, and there was more sacks. The Giants get sacked a lot, and I got two more members coming up. Our Jersey crew, Diane is here, and I think Roger is here, and Roger, yeah. So, all right. So, let me ask the crew first from Jersey. Um, Roger, what do you Jersey crew first? Jersey first. So, Roger, what do you make of a chance of maybe Daniel Jones coming back to play for the Giants maybe this week? You don't think it's going to happen tomorrow? Okay, it's a possibility though. Diane. Uh, okay, Dana, your thoughts. Go ahead. Yeah, I know. Right, right. Well, yeah, but okay, yeah, but there are sources thinking that he is ready despite the neck injury, which may have looked serious in the beginning, but his progress has moved up, so there could be a chance. Now, I'm not saying yes, but go ahead. Um, well, I would think if he didn't, he wouldn't be there wouldn't be a chance for him to play tomorrow. So obviously, a second opinion was reached. Otherwise, there would have been no chance for him to play. And yeah, absolutely. You know, but it may now if it was more of a severe injury, yes, of course not. But it didn't look to be what may have looked to have been severe to begin with. It's probably healed up, and they're going to give maybe a chance to play tomorrow. But it's not definite. It's not ruled as definite. So we'll have to wait and see how tonight goes and tomorrow as well. But like I said, because the Giants, could use him. I mean, Barkley, I think, is still out, and without those two together, it's been a painful season because right now the Giants are 1-5, not good. Yeah, because the Giants were expected to do better this season. Yes. Now let's see. Um, Despite kind of a bye week, the Steelers. Oh wait, let me get my opinions on from Roger and Diane. What do you make of with the Astros and Rangers for Game 6 tomorrow, and the D-backs and Phillies in Game 5 tonight? Roger. Okay. Okay, Diane. Oh, ouch. Okay. All right. That's what I thought you were going to say anyway. All right. So we'll move on. Yep. Yeah, I know. I know. But at least the games are going. But at least the games are going quicker than they have been the past two, thanks to the pitch clock and everything too. So at least I'm happy about that. Yeah. All right. Now switch gears to hockey for a little bit, since Diana's here as well. And basketball. The Columbus Blue Jackets have activated defenseman Zach Werenski from the injured list yesterday. He missed the past two games with a quad contusion he suffered in the season opener in a loss to the Criers. Oops, I mean Flyers. Sorry. Werenski is in his eighth season with the Blue Jackets, who drafted him eighth overall in 2015. Mm, but I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't think the Blue. I mean, the Blue Jackets had a horrible season last season, so I really don't expect to see much of them competing at all because last year they had one of the worst record in the whole league. So I'm not hoping much. Any other thoughts on that? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much though. Yeah, right. All right, and the Pelicans have exercised a four-year option on wing player Trey Murphy and third option on guard Dyson Daniels, securing both former first-round draft picks through the 2024-25 season. Murphy was selected 17th in 2021. Hold on. Murphy was selected 17th in 2021. Has appeared in 141 games with 66 starts over two seasons. He averaged 10.5 points, 3.0 rebounds, and 1.1 assists in 23.5 minutes per game. Pretty good numbers here, too, shooting 46% from the field, 40% from the three-point range, and 90% from the free throw line. Not bad. Murphy also finished second in the dunk contest at the All-Star game um, for the Pelicans. Daniels was selected eighth overall and appeared in 59 games with 11 starts for the Pelicans, averaging 3.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. Yeah, not bad, considering the Pelicans are still, well, up and coming in the Western Conference. Yeah, I mean, the Pelicans, they've gotten better since they first came along, but they're still a far cry from, getting to where they want to be to contend for a championship. But I've been impressed. But I've been impressed with I was impressed with his numbers last season. Yeah, I mean the new season is going to start, of course, on Tuesday. And just for laughs, why don't I take some predictions on that right now, since we got some time before other people come in. So what I want to know is, now this is just for Tuesday's games, by the way, and Tuesday, of course, is a small schedule. Open it always is. So it runs down like this. I want basketball, not college football here. Never gets in the right spot. What a shock. Okay, so for Tuesday, we have as follows: the Lakers versus the defending champion Nuggets. Uh-oh. And in the nightcap, the Suns versus the Warriors. Just for laughs. I mean, we're not taking any real serious predictions here right now. So, Steve, what do you got in these opening games on Tuesday? Nuggets and the Suns as winners. Okay, Dana. Yeah. All right, Mike. All right. Jimmy, what do you have in the first two games of the WNBA season? All right. Um, Diane, Roger. I'm gonna go with the Lakers and no, the Nuggets and the Warriors. Yeah, Lakers will make it a competitive game, of course, but I don't expect them to pull through here with a win. But it will be a close game. And for the record, Wednesday night, the Celtics take on the Knicks. Oh boy. Um, the Cavaliers will take on the Nets. If Taylor's listening in, the Pistons will take on the Heat. I figured I brought that in for him. And if anybody else is interested, the Hawks take on the Hornets. Steve, the Wizards will take on the Pacers in Wednesday night. We'll see about that. And well, we got a slew of games on Wednesday night. The bulk of the season starts on Wednesday, but the opening matches are on Tuesday. Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready. I'm ready for the NBA. Now, over on the WNBA side, I don't know if you caught the championship game, the championship series this past week, but it was a doozy. And I mean a doozy. Unfortunately, though, it did not come from the right end as I would like to have to bet. Case in point. Let me go to the article here. First of all, I mean, when it was a competitive game, no less, a very competitive game for both the Aces and the Liberty. But the Aces came on top and became the WNBA champions as they defeated the Liberty 70-69 on Wednesday night. Yuck. And get this, guys, this was the first repeat champion in the league in more than 20 years. I kid you not. WNBA is not known for having repeated champions very much. Only the Houston Comets, which I think are now, I think they're Seattle now, and the LA Sparks are the only team to win multiple championships in a row. Aces coach Becky Hammond said that this victory was sweeter than last year's. Hey, look, any victory you can get is fine. This is what it's all about. You have your name placed in history right now, along with other WNBA teams said finals MVP AJ Wilson, and a very good player at that. We never gave up. This is our moment to celebrate. This is a moment that not a lot of other people get to do it. And short-handed no less. Nothing short of amazing. That makes it better. The Aces closed out their run despite missing guard Chelsea Gray and center Kaya Stokes both with foot injuries they suffered in game three, which also would have gave maybe Liberty an advantage. Because when you're missing your good players, that could be the advantage to your opponent. Obviously not the case this time. However, this victory was not easy for the Aces as they had to come back from 12 down to take the lead by two heading into the fourth. In other words, Liberty choked. Despite the late surge from the Liberty, which tied the game several times and then got within a point, the Aces never trailed in the fourth quarter. The Aces sealed the title victory with a defensive stop on the last play, followed by a missed shot from Courtney Vandersloot. And I saw that. Very disappointing. Wilson finished with 24 points and 16 rebounds. Her MVP is the latest in a series of accolades that include a national title with South Carolina, gold medals for the team for Team USA at the World Cup, and has two league MVP awards. Jackie Young, not too bad either. She finished with 16 points and 7 assists. Look, I'll give credit where credit is due. The Aces, well, congratulations. I mean, they've been the best team all year, no question about that. But the Liberty should have won that game. They just collapsed at the end. But also proving that the Aces, are too strong, on offense and show why they have repeated as champions. And now they try to go for a third one next season. But this was the Liberty's best season they've had since 2022, I think, getting to the finals. I really thought they were going to, win this one, even with the Aces' best players out. So, yeah, Okay, Jimmy. So what went wrong? What happened? Well, that was your big. You have to play defense, especially in a championship game. You can't let that down. Not at all. Not at all. No. Did anybody else see the game? Hold it. Hold it. Mike answered first. Let him answer. Yes. Yeah. Steve, you wanted to say something on that? Yeah, I know. I know. I saw that. I saw it. Yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts? All right, I'll move on. So, despite coming off a bye week, the Steelers will still have their will st- will have the offensive line when they face the Rams tomorrow. After aggravating his hamstring in practice on Thursday, tight end Pat Freemuth has been ruled out for the game. It's Gerald. Hey, it's tough, said rookie. Gerald's here. Hold on. It's tough, said rookie tight end Darnell Washington, saying that Pat's injury, he just got back. Things like that do happen, but it's hard for the team. Freemuth missed last week in their win over the Ravens after suffering the injury in the Week 4 loss to the Texans. Yet he appeared to be on track after the bye week and was a full participant in practice on Wednesday. His status, though, was downgraded to limited on Thursday and did not practice at all yesterday. Without him against the Ravens, Washington played on 45 snaps with a huge increase from 25 snaps for the previous week. So tough break for the Steelers guys, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. The Steelers were a good team at one time, and they're off. I mean, that defense they back in the '70s and '80s, that was yeah. And every time players seem to get, they get good. Lately, one player gets a setback and brings the team down. You have noticed that, right? Yeah, there's been a lot of that. Uh, okay, all right. Gerald's got some NASCAR information for us, and he seems to be the expert on that. So, Gerald, what can you tell us about the NASCAR playoffs? Please do. Mm, yes. Oh, anyone? Yes. Right. Yes. Yes. Correct. Hmm. Homestead, Miami. Okay. Yeah. All right. Uh huh. Right. Yes. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I take Larson. For some reason, I like Larson. You mean Kyle Larson, right? Kyle Larson, right? Yes, that's what I thought. Yes. Oh boy, before I do anything else, I want to wish somebody here a very special happy birthday, even though I'm a little bit late. You know him, you love him. He's a regular here. Gerald, happy birthday. I am not going to mention how old he is. Forget it. You heard it here first, folks, from him, not me. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. All right. Interesting. Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Wow. That does say something. That does say something. Yeah. 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 Right. Okay. I think you're right. Yeah. By the way, what round is this anyway? Because when do the playoffs end? Okay. Quarterfinal. Yeah. Okay. I never could figure out the auto racing playoff schedule. That's why I'm glad I have you here, Gerald. 16. Okay. 18. Okay. Hike. Sorry. Right. Okay. 130 for you. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, right. I think I do. Yes. I for Bill Elliott. No. No. Yes. Three. Yes. Yes. Yeah. All right. Let him finish. Let him finish. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I gotta move on. So anyway, all right. So okay. Here's another ridiculous story of the weekend. I think we can all agree on this. Wait, I was. Let me go back. Let me go back to it here. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, I actually got on the Tennessee Alabama game around. Alabama is losing. Okay. So here we go. Now, for those of you, for those of you who saw last week's Giants Bills game, oh boy, this had to be a. This was unthinkable. Tempers flared during Week 6 in the Sunday night game as a brawl broke out late in the third quarter. After Latavius Murray picked up a first down, players on both sides were tangled up and began shoving one another like a WWE match, which quickly escalated further in what turned into a wild scene at High Mark Stadium, which I turned to be a low mark. Oh no! Multiple players were involved in in the heated exchange, for which there was a total of four penalties called, all which were offset. Now, if I were you, I would have suspended all of them. Offset penalties over in a brawl like that? No, there had to be more. There had to be more punishment than that than just being offset. I mean, I think the guy would have murdered there. Those penalties include the Giants. Oh yeah, but this was worse. So anyway, those penalties include the Giants' Kyron uh, Thibodeau, Larry Williams, and Dexter Lawrence, as well as the Bills' Dion Dawkins. During the brawl, Thibodeau could be seen on his back kicking up a pair of Bills players who were trying to hit him on the ground. All right. Meanwhile, Williams could be seen shoving offensive tackle unidentified to the ground and went in the end zone, which three referees chased after him. Then Josh Allen then came in and attempted to lower his shoulder into Bobby Orkery. Orkery. Oh boy. Now, what was that for? I'm hearing something. Oh, all right. But I think all right. I think I don't. Hold on. Let me see if hold on. This might be a prank. Okay, Alex is here. All right. Okay, careful, guys, because yeah, we might have heard something. I don't know if it was a sound bite or nothing, but someone tried to drop a bomb on me. So okay, be careful. Okay, be careful though. So anyway, before that happened, the skirmish caused a significant delay in the game. But after things were all sorted out, play resumed with our first set downs for the Bills. They managed to score a go-ahead touchdown just a few plays later, taking a 7-6 lead. I mean, seriously, I mean, I think this should have been dealt more severely with those penalties than just being offset. I mean, just ridiculous. So, Alex, what did you make? What did you make of that brawl between the Giants and Bills? Thibodeau, yeah, nope. Well, okay, yeah, no, it's not a good look at all. All right, Steve, your thoughts. Uh, right. Yes. Right. Mike. Yeah. Dana. Well, there is still time. Dan, there is still time, but they gotta get their act together right now. And remember, guys, the trade deadline is about 2 weeks away. Yes. Uh, Diane. She stole my joke again, folks. Okay. Roger. Boy, you should have seen it. It was like WWE on the football field. Yeah. Yeah. Right, Gerald? I think it was in 2000. I think it was back in 1999 or something like that. I'm not sure, but I think it was around then. Yeah. One of the dirtiest wrestlers of all time. Okay. Yeah. All right. Right. Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts? Yeah. Okay. Does anyone else have any? Wait. Hold it, guys. We're a little bit out of control here. Anyone else have any thoughts? Yeah. All right, Dyer. All right, Dyer trivia. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let Diane do her trivia. Yeah. Speak up, Dyer. It's coming a little bit muffled. Better. Better. Good. Why not? I'll say five. No. Seven. Seven. Okay. Yeah, he does. That's why he was one of the great. That's was one of the great ones. Okay. One of the greatest characters in the game of all time. I think it was Lou Brock. Lou Brock. Lou Brock. Lou Brock. Yeah, I say Lou Brock. Brock. Uh, figures. Figures. Oakland. When the Oakland A's were good. Yes. Once upon a time. Nolan Ryan. 21 years. Yeah, okay. Me. Eddie Gato. Yeah, I think it was Eddie Gato. Yeah, you have to go back about 100 years, die. Tabasco sauce, pine tar. Yeah. Wait a second. Billy, can you check this out over here? We got a little something on the back here. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't looks like pine tar. Okay, George, you're out. It's perfectly legal. God, that was a home run. You know it, I know it. Sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do the pine tar rat. I had to do the pine tar rat. I had to do it. You're out. Storming onto the field, uh, shouting obscenities at the umpire. It was just a mess. I actually saw that game. Okay, Steve. Uh, Go on with your wrestling and WWE report. That too. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. All right. Well, I don't buy that far, but okay. Buy Batman. All right. All right. Why don't we? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Yes. Right. All right. All right. So why don't we do our college or pro football predictions now before we get to a yeah. Yes, I have. What do you got? He deserved it. He deserved it. All right. He deserved it. That's the idiot of the week number 3. Oh wow, got a lot of idiots this week. Okay, so let's go with college right now. I know this game was on the top 25, but it does seem like a good matchup on paper, so I'm gonna go with this one. This is a Thursday game: Syracuse versus Virginia Tech. Steve, all right. Mike, Dana, Diane, Roger, Jimmy, Gerald. Okay, did I get everybody? Good, good. All right, on to the top 25 matchups and a few local ones too. Number 4, Florida State, Wake Forest. This was basketball. I think I went with Wake Forest. All right, so no, really. All right, so Steve, what do you got? All right, Mike. Okay, Diane, Dana, Roger, Jimmy, Gerald, I'm going Florida State too. All right. North Carolina, number 10 versus Georgia Tech. Steve. All right. Uh, Mike. Jimmy. Gerald. All right. Jimmy, I got you right. Roger. R- Roger. All right. Dana. Diane. Call me crazy, but I'm going to go with Georgia Tech, especially at home. Especially at home. Okay. Hey, got a good matchup here, guys. Number 16, Duke against Louisville. Might want to think this one over a bit. Steve. Mike. Gerald. Roger. Jimmy. Dana. Dana. Diane. And Alex. I'm going to go Louisville too. All right. Moving on. Number 6, Oklahoma versus Kansas. Again, sounds like another good basketball matchup. Steve. Mike. Gerald. Roger. Jimmy. Alex. Diane. Dana. Okay. I'm going with the Sooners too. It'll be sooner rather than later. Oh, okay. Scratch that from the record. All right, scratch that from the record, please. And Diane, you thought my punts were bad last night. Okay. All right. All right. Number 7, Penn State gets Indiana. Penn State lost today to Ohio State, which I think many of you agree that was going to happen. Yeah, for some of us, yes. For some of us, yes. For some of us, no. All right. Yeah. Now, now that we're playing Duke. Oh, no. Okay. So, Steve, who do you got? Penn State, Indiana. Who do you got? Mike, Jimmy, Gerald, Roger, Alex. Yeah. Yeah. And Rutgers is going to a bowl game. We don't know which one yet, but they're going. Yeah. Dana. Hey, Diane. Go Lions. Rebound. All right. Uh, yeah. Couple of nasty matches here. Moving down the line. All right. This one should be no, I shouldn't think this one should be easy because it's really not. They are conference rivals. This should be a fairly interesting game. Number 1, Georgia versus Florida. Oh, the Florida Georgia line, of course. Steve? No, come on. That's legit. That's legit. Come on. It's a good thing nobody can hear me at the end of the show here. Okay. Mike. Okay. Um, Gerald. Uh, okay. Yes. Yeah. All right. Roger, help me. Alex. Jimmy, Diane, uh, Dana. Thank you, Ray Charles. Yep. Well, I'll put it this way: they went down in Georgia. Ain't gonna come back again. I told you once, I'm the best it's ever been. Oh no, East. They went down to Georgia. Yeah. I am not. I am not going to do the whole song. Well, Gerald, here's a little note for you. AM on AM they replace the word, on FM they do the full word, and satellite radio too. Okay, moving along. Just a little add note here, folks. Okay, number 8. Okay. Number 8, Texas BYU. Oh, Gerald. Oh, of course. Steve, Texas and BYU. Bring them young. All right. Mike. Okay. Ooh, easy with that fan, guys. Easy with that fan, or whatever it is. Alex. Oh, okay. Roger. Texas BYU. Jimmy. Dana. And Diane. And Diane. I'm going Texas. Okay. Ooh, good matchup here. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, good matchup here, guys. Number 9, Oregon versus 14, Utah. I like this. Steve. Mike. Jimmy. Gerald. Figures. Alex. Well, it's wacky to backy, but okay. Uh, Dana. Dana. And Diane. If I missed anybody, speak up. Okay. All right. Ooh, all-time rivalry here. Notre Dame versus Pittsburgh. Steve. I know. This should be a laugher, though. All right, Mike. Jimmy. Gerald. Alex. Roger. Diane. Diane. And Dana. Go Irish. All right, moving on the line. All right. In the Battle of California, USC versus, well, California. Steve. Mike. Gerald. Roger. Jimmy. Dana. Diane. USC it is. All right. Tulane versus Rice. Tulane is 23rd ranked. Steve. Mike. Jimmy. Roger. Gerald. Easy die. Diane. Dana. Oh, I knew someone was gonna do that one day. And I guess he's so and I guess he's so fine too, isn't he? Remember, guys, I'm not as young as I look. Yeah, 1962. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Washington. That's not. Remember, that's Washington State, not D.C. That's in the same. Washington versus Stanford. Steve. All right, Mike. Jimmy. Gerald. Roger. Dana. Diane. I'm gonna go Washington too. No, we're doing pretty good. Okay. Uh, all right. Air Force versus Colorado State. I said Colorado State, not Colorado. Let's keep that in mind, folks. Steve? Really? All right. Mike? Roger? Jimmy? Gerald? Diane? Dana? Yeah, I'm going to go Air Force. Okay. Number 3, the Ohio State versus Wisconsin, the land of the cheese. Steve? I'll give you that. Mike? Gerald? Jimmy? Roger? Dana? Diane? Yes, the Ohio State is. Okay, now just for laughs here, because we know how this is going to turn out. Ready? Ole Miss versus, excuse me, Vanderbilt. Excuse me. All right. Is anybody, look, just to get this one over with very easily, is anybody think Vanderbilt has a chance to win? Everybody, all together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. No, thank you. Okay, moving on to a better game. Number 25, UCLA, UCLA versus Colorado. All right, Steve. Okay. Mike, Jimmy, Roger, Gerald, Colorado, and UCLA. Dana, and Diane. I think you guys got something here. I'm gonna go with the upset too. I'm gonna go with UCLA. Colorado doesn't really strike me as like a, but Colorado State's even worse. Yeah. They're not ready for prime time players in football. And finally, in the top 25, Oregon State. I'll say it again: Oregon State versus Arizona. Steve. Okay, Mike, Roger, Jimmy, Gerald, Dana, Diane. I'm gonna go Oregon State. I know sometimes you guys get confused with between two schools that share the same state, like Colorado and Colorado State and Arizona and ASU and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd repeat that, just to be sure on that. Oh, and Washington State too, because that does cause some confusion. Well, then leave it to Beaver. You guys remember one thing? I do the jokes. Funny. Okay, so on we go to the NFL. We got some buys this week. Let me do the buys first before we do anything else. So the buys, and there's a lot of them too, guys. Listen carefully. This week, the teams that are not playing, I say not playing, are as follows: the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Titans, the Jets, the Panthers, and the Texans. So keep those. Yeah, yeah. This week they are. Last week there's only two. Last week there's only two teams that were off. All right. Okay. Somebody's trying to. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's begin. All right. So Jacksonville took the Saints 31-24. Me being the idiot took the Saints. Was there anybody else that did the same thing? Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not alone. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not alone here. Thank goodness. Okay. So on to this week's games. The Raiders taking on the Bears. Steve. Mike? It's okay. It's okay. Roger? Jimmy? Alex? Right. Gerald? Diane? And Dana. I'm going with the Raiders too. With apologies to my brother. Sorry, I am not taking the Bears the rest of the season. Sorry. All right. Browns with possibly Deshaun Watson coming back, taking on the Colts. Steve. Mike. Roger. Jimmy. Alex. Gerald. We'll find out later. Dana. Oh boy. And Diane. I'm taking the Colts. Boy, imagine if I had a laugh track. That'd be even worse. Okay. Bills versus the Patriots. Let me. I know I'm gonna go out of order here for this, but forgive me. Oh, Diane. That's why I take you first. She got. That's right. Right. Okay. Now for the rest of you. Steve. Oh yes. He signed you, Bill. Now, he signed you, Bill. Now you're a law. Oh yes. Oh boy. All right. Help me. Uh, Mike. All right. Jimmy. All right. Roger. Uh, Gerald. Alex. And Dana. Right. Yeah. I'm good, Bills. I'm surprised somebody won Destiny's Child. Bills, Bills, Bills. I'm surprised somebody went with that. Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm going with them anyway. All right. Commanders, Giants. I'll do the Washington crew first, of course. Steve. Dana. Right. Right. Mike. Jimmy. Roger. Alex. Alex. Gerald. No, they don't. And I'm gonna take Washington. Okay. Dirty Birds versus the Bucks. Steve. Commanders. Okay. 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 Dirty Birds. Bucks. Steve. All right, Mike. All right, Jimmy. Okay, Roger, Alex, Gerald, Diane, Dana, Dirty Bird. I'm going Dirty Birds too. Okay, Lions versus the Ravens. Steve. Oh, I hope not. Oh boy, Mike. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's see. Jimmy, Roger. Okay. Gerald, Alex. That's true. All right, Dana and Diane. Yeah, taking the D train. I think they just left about an hour ago, though. So, okay. Has this been a wackiest show yet, or what? Okay. Don't answer that. Don't. I wish you would answer that right now. Okay. All right. Steelers versus the Rams. Steve. Mike. Jimmy. Roger. Alex. Yeah. Right. Gerald. Dana. Right. And Dana. Diane. Be careful. All right, I'm gonna go with the Rams. All right. Cardinals versus the Seahawks. Steve. All right. Mike. Jimmy. Uh, Roger. Alex. Dana. And Diane. I'm gonna go Seahawks too. All right. Packers. Broncos. No, this should be a breeze. Steve. Mike. Roger. Jimmy. Uh, yeah. Dana. Diane. Uh, I got you, right, Alex. I'm going Packers too. All right. I mean, remember, Denver has no defense. All right. Chargers, Chiefs. This should be an easy one. Steve. Right. Mike. Mike. Dana. Roger. Diane. Jimmy. Roger. I'm sorry, Alex. Alex. You mean you just can't shake it off? Oh. Oh. I'll go with the Chiefs. I'll go with the Chiefs. Yuck. Well, let's put this way. If you have Britney Spears, it'd be very toxic. Okay. Moving on. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Dolphins, Philadelphia. Oh, Jimmy, of course. Steve, Mike, Roger, Alex, Diane, and Dana. You know what? I think you might have something there, Dana. I don't know what it is, but I have Miami picked on this too. So I'm going to go with that. That's true. Okay. Monday. Okay. Right. Okay. For Monday, 49ers, Vikings, Steve, Mike, Jimmy, Alex, Roger, Dana, and Diane. Yeah, 49ers. And don't forget San Francisco, where they had the home of Royce Aroni, the San Francisco Tree. Oh, boy. I walked myself right into that one, guys, and I apologize. Well, not really, but still. Yeah. Let me guess. I'm gonna get a 5 yard. I'm gonna get a 10 yard penalty for that one. Yeah, of course. Okay. For next Thursday, the Bucks versus the Bills. Diane, I thought so. Steve, Mike, Jimmy, Roger, Alex, and Dana. Hmm. Well, I got news for you. The Buck is gonna stop here for the Buck is gonna stop here. So the Bills are gonna take it. Ooh. Oh yeah. And remember, guys, these jokes are ad lib too. This is not from the script. This is why I don't want anybody under the age of 12 in here, and never will. My niece Starlin is. Oh boy. Okay, moving along. I know, but she knows about it. Okay, so anyway, on to other news. Better late than never. Okay, okay. I assume it's Matt, right? Well, at least you're here. All right. So on to other news. Four-time NBA champion with the Warriors, Andre Iguodala has called it quits after 19 seasons in the league. Well, come on, it's 19 years. The Yeah, it's over. The 2015 Finals MVP told Anscape, another social media site, that retiring after 19 seasons, he averaged 11.3 points per game, 4.9 rebounds, and 4.2 assists in a total of 1,231 career games. Hey, not bad. The 2012 All Star turned down interest from the Warriors and other teams before deciding to hang it up. He says it's the right time. He said in a phone interview, he said, time started to run out on me, as it does for everybody. And I don't want to put anything in the back seat. I don't want to try to delegate time anymore, especially with on the court, off the court, and with family a lot. You want to play at a high level, but then there's family that dives into it. My son is now 16, and I have two girls, so I'm looking forward to seeing them grow up during the most important years. And I don't blame for that because those are vulnerable years, and you want to try and spend time as much as they can. The former star from Arizona was did ninth in 2004. He made only one All Star appearance in 2012 as a member of the Sixers. Get that stuff later. The defensive minded forward won gold at the 2010 World Basketball Championships when they were good, and the 2012 Olympics. He turned down a 5-year contract with the Nuggets to join the Warriors on a 4-year, $48 million deal. That proved to be the best move of his career as he won 4 titles with Golden State. After hold it, wait, one more note. After going to Miami, he played his final 2 seasons in the league with the Warriors and played 8 games that season. So, what do you think of Andre's retirement? Yeah, you're probably right. Anyone else? I think so, especially at that time at this stage of his career, and given that he's approaching 40. Your body wears out. Your body wears out after taking so much punishment. Yes, right. Of course. Okay. Anything else, or should I move on? Okay. Okay. On to hockey. Tampa Bay Lightning got back Captain Steve Stamkos, and goaltender Andre Vasilevsky is making his way back to the team slowly but surely. He is supposed to either join in late November or early December. Stamkos took part in the morning skate and played in Thursday night's game against the Canucks, out of missing the past 2 games with an undisclosed lower body injury. Stamkos is 40th on the career goals with 517. Vasilevsky had a microdiscectomy to remove a lumbar disc herniation 3 weeks ago. Ugh. He won the Venta Trophy at the top netminder in 2019, and the Conn Smythe Trophy at the 2021 MVP in the playoffs. So they're making the way back. And maybe Tampa will try and reclaim the crown for the Stanley Cup. We'll see. Okay, the Cavaliers picked up a 4-year option on center Evan Mobley for next season, not this season. Mobley is set to earn 8.9 million this season and 11.2 million in the 2024-25 season, according to Sport Tech. That's a different media page. He signed a 4-year deal worth 36.7 million after being selected 3rd overall in the 2021 draft. Mobley has averaged 16.2 points per game, 9.0 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.5 blocks in 79 games last season. He finished 3rd in the Defensive Player of the Year voting and made the All Defensive team. The Celtics opened the regular season Wednesday against the Nets. That'd be the Brooklyn Nets. Got some news for you. I got some news for you guys, Steve, for Capitals. The Capitals have placed goaltender Charlie Lindgren on injured reserve on Tuesday and recalled defenseman Hardy Hammond Achtel from Hershey in the AHL. Now, here's what happened. Lindgren suffered an upper body injury during the morning skate on Monday and then missed the shootout win over the Flames that night. And Wednesday's loss to the Senators. Okay. The backup to Darcy Kupner, Lindgren played and starred in one game and a loss to the Pens opening night. He made 31 saves, though, in that game, so not bad. By going on injured reserve, that means Lindgren cannot play for at least the next 7 games. Before coming to the Capitals, he played for the Canadiens and the Blues. Hardman Achtel has 1 goal in 2 games this season for Hershey, that's in Pennsylvania. The Predators selected him 4th in 2016. All right, now on to the soap opera of the week. 76ers guard James Harden missed practice for a second straight day, as the Sixers described as a personal matter. Oh, gee, I wonder what it could be. Harden has yet to play in preseason. He did attend training camp and continued to practice with the Sixers in the wake of his offseason trade demand. Harden said last week. Oh wait, he said last week his fractured relationship with President Daryl Morey could not be salvaged, comparing it to a broken marriage, and said over the summer that he could not play for the Sixers. Oh boy! And the soap opera continues. Uh, Part of the complaints stem from his belief that he should have earned a long-term deal with the Sixers last season that never came to fruition. Thus, he made the trade request. Harden, who was evasive last week with the status of his trade demand, said he could not play in the preseason finale against the Hawks in Atlanta. Head coach Nick Nurse said that playing Harden in the preseason finale is not likely. So it seems that Morey and Harden are still at odds, and this is worse than the odd couple. And I don't see him salvaging anything. And I don't think Harden's going to last much longer with the Sixers. But the thing is, Harden is never happy anyway. Diane, you've never heard the famous soap opera "As the Ball Bounces"? She, yeah. I think it moved to Netflix. Yeah, it used to be on CBS, but I think it then moved to Netflix. So you might want to look for that. Okay. Oh boy, the things I get myself into on this show. All right. Okay. Other hockey news: Winnipeg Jets forward. I said Winnipeg Jets, not New York. Gabe Vilardi will miss 4 to 6 weeks with a sprained MCL in his right knee. Thanks to saying that to Coach Rick Bonus. Vilardi suffered the injury after being tripped by Kings center Blake Listote in the first period in the loss to the Kings. Listote was penalized on the play. It could have been a lot worse. Then I would need an operation, and then I'd be done for a while. Said Bonus. Even rehab after that comes strenuous. So we'll take the best case scenario as a sprain. We'll take it from there. Vilardi has 1 goal and 3 assists. He was traded from the Kings to the Jets in June and signed a 2-year deal in July worth $6.8 million. Uh, okay. Yeah, let me go to this week in history before we run out of time. Okay. Let me go to this week in history before we're out of time here. Let's take a while to load up. So, boy, the show goes fast, doesn't it? We're the fastest moving. We're the fastest moving show in sports. Yeah. Wow. Well, I made the pace of the show. Yeah. I know what you meant there, but you know. All right. So let's try to get some. All right. 1964, the Milwaukee Braves, before they became Atlanta, asked the National League to move them to Atlanta, which in 1966 they did. Yeah. Moving on. 1973, in the World Series, defending champion Oakland A's beat the Mets 5-2 in Game 7 at the Oakland Coliseum. To retain the title, A's manager Dick Williams immediately quits, and MVP A's outfielder Reggie Jackson. 1973, Fred Dryer of the then Los Angeles becomes the first player in NFL history to score 2 safeties in the same game. I've never seen that. By the way, does anybody else know what Fred Dryer was famous for? Thank you. Yes, yes. Hunter. But after his football career, what was he famous for? He played in the TV series Hunter. So I like his partner better, Stephanie Kramer. 1974, 1974, Islanders and goaltender Billy Smith's first shutout win, 5-0 over the Capitals. Sorry, Steve. 1975. Okay, where were you when this happened? I'll give you a hint. Stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Red Sox Carlton Fisk, 12th inning home run, beats the Reds 7-6 in Game 6 of the World Series. And he was doing the body English. Stay fair, stay fair. To hope it would go out of the ballpark, and it did. Yeah, stay fair, stay fair. I remember that. 1976, defending champion Reds sweep my Yankees. Boy, 7-2 in game. Yeah, 7-2 in Game 4 of the World Series. And MVP was Johnny Bench. Sure. Big Red Machine, 74, 75, 76. Yep. Yep. 1976, the Knicks retire Willis Reed's number 19, his first number, that is. Yeah. 1973, he comes out of the locker room. I mean, they wasn't sure if he was going to play in the rest of the game, but he came out and won the championship then. 1979, yeah, 1979, in the New York City Marathon, Bill Rogers won his fourth straight marathon in 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 42 seconds. In the women's division, Greta Waits of Norway won the women's event in 2:27:33, and I actually met Greta years ago. Yes, during the New York City Marathon, I met Greta. 1979, Ozzie Newsome begins an NFL streak of 150 consecutive game receptions. Wow. 1980, Phillies beat the Royals 4-1 at Veterans Stadium to secure the series 4-2 for their first championship in franchise history. MVP Mike Jack Schmidt. 1980, they won their first championship in their 98-year history. The curse is broken. Okay. All right. 1984, Cleveland Browns Steve Cox set the club record with a 60-yard field goal. Remember, that's a team record, not the overall record. Now, let's keep that in mind. Okay, 1998. Oh yeah. Yankees beat San Diego 3-0 in Game 4 in San Diego in a 4-game sweep. Yeah. 2001, the D-backs beat the Braves 4-1 to win the NLCS. Yuck. In 2004, the Cardinals beat the Astros 4-3 when the Astros were in the National League. They switched. 2007, the Red Sox beat the Indians 4-3, win the ALCS. Sorry. And in 2009, the Phillies beat the Dodgers 4-1 to advance to the World Series. Yeah. They need all the help they can get tonight, folks. They need all the help they can get. By the way, if you tune in next week, World Series predictions. So you might not want to miss. So you might not want to miss that. If you do, I'm sorry. Good. I hate to do a show alone anyway. Okay, now for another ridiculous sign of the week. Okay, it's official, guys. For next year's Summer Olympics, flag football, cricket, and squash will be in the Summer Olympics. Will be in the Summer Olympics. Oh boy. 5 Olympic sports were added for 2028. Baseball, softball, squash, which is the cousin of tennis, and lacrosse will also be added to the roster. The state of sports cleared the final hurdle by the Olympic body's full membership at a meeting in India last week, after being proposed a week ago by LA officials and recommended the IOC Executive Board last Friday. All votes were in a single package with 2 no votes from the IOC from its about 90 members. The decision to alleviate cricket since 1900 made it one of the hotspots of the sport, where the IOC is being India, which is hosting the World Cup of Cricket. And of course, cricket is the cousin of baseball. And one final note, Georgia All-American tight end Brock Bowers will have surgery on his left ankle. Actually, he did a few days ago. The number 4 draft pick suffered an ankle sprain in the first half with the win over Vanderbilt last week. I told you, Vanderbilt. Please. All right, guys. So we're just about out of time. You got to make way for Rosales coming up. I want to thank everybody for coming in. And Trevor Lawrence says he'll undergo more testing on his left knee. But says it's a bruise and he's feeling better. He stopped short of saying he would play in last week's game against the Saints. So, well, we wish him better luck on that one. So next week we'll have the last show of October. We'll have the best and worst of the month. of course, World Series predictions, the best, more of course the feel good story of the week and whatnot. Of course, your thoughts and comments, college football and NFL and all the rest. So, without further ado, I'm gonna make way for Rasal. Don't forget about the show on YouTube. All you gotta do is go to YouTube, type in the Enhanced Sports Show, and you'll see the show's entirety. But remember, type that in exactly as it says, because if you don't, something else is gonna come up, and that's not mine. So when you do type it in exactly. Okay, that's what we gotta remember here. All right, guys. So that's gonna wrap up for me. And Rasal's coming up, and if you get a chance, check his show out because he does a wonderful show. So if you get a chance to check it out, and we'll be back next week, same time, same station. So on that note, yeah. On that note, have a good week, everybody. Good night.